Hello students, we are back again. This time we are there on the last unit, that is unit 4, web application and security. In this unit we will cover total number of 8 sessions. The very first session is working with accessibility options. Second session is networking fundamentals. Third session is instant messaging. Fourth session is publishing blogs, or we say web blogs. Fifth session is online transactions. Session 6 is internet security. Session 7 is workplace safety. And session 8 is accidents, emergencies and preventions. So total we have 8 sessions and we will cover all these 8 sessions in this video. So let's begin. So we will begin with the first session, and that is working with accessibility options. See, a number of persons are there who have some kinds of disabilities, who are not able to work as normally as we can work or we can do. So Windows 10 provides a number of features for all those kinds of persons who have some or the other problem, because of which they cannot work normally as we do. So not all, but some of the disabilities or impairments are there which only causes a particular person to have some problems in working on computer normally as we do. So we will first understand the types of impairments which impacts a person's usage on computer. So the very first impairment is mobility impairment. See, mobility impairment means the type of disability through which a person has particular problem in working on computer. Say for example, a person who uses wheelchair, certainly he will have problem in sitting under the computer table. And some persons with mobility impairment, they can have problem with keyboard and mouse, means they might have problem in their hand, in the mobility of their hand, and they may not be able to use mouse and keyboard as we do. So if a person has this kind of impairment, then we can certainly say that they have mobility impairment. The second kind of impairment is vision impairment. See, we have seen a number of persons using specs. Some have vision problem, they are not able to see farther objects or nearer objects. Some are not able to see very small letters. So if a person has these kinds of problem, then certainly they have vision impairments. Or if some persons are there who totally cannot see, means they are blind. So these persons have vision impairments. They may have some problem in distinguish between the colors. Certainly some persons are there who cannot distinguish between one color and another color, so they fall under the vision impairments. The third type of impairment is hearing impairment. This kind of impairment means either the person is not able to hear, or he listens very high volume, or he has the problem in listening. So he may find difficulty in listening. For him, the suitable thing will be the visual contents. The next type of impairment is speech impairment. These kind of persons, they have problem in speaking. So wherever there is a need to input the data through speech, they will certainly have problem. So certainly they will be requiring some tools and applications through which they can convert text into speech. And the last kind of disability is special learning disabilities. Some people have very different kind of disability. For example, some persons are there who are not able to write properly, means who do not have the ability to write properly. Their handwriting changes time to time, and it is not quite readable also. Some persons are there who are hypersensitive. uh, they simply get distracted through the background noise or sound. Some persons are there who cannot read very small text, or some persons are there who cannot focus on a bright screen. So these falls under specific learning disabilities. So these are some of the disabilities or impairments which a person may have and person have. So Windows 10 has a number of accessibility features which provides tools for these kinds of impairments and help the person to work as we work. So these tools help them to work not exactly like us, but these tools helps them to work on the computer what they really want to do. So we will discuss now some of the accessibility features which really helps the person with all these kinds of disabilities. So the very first accessibility feature is for learning and literacy. In this accessibility features, what Windows 10 do is Windows 10 switch off all the animations, all the graphics which appears on the screen, which makes a user to focus and concentrate more on the text which appears on the screen. See all these graphics, bright images, background images, they simply distract some of the users, like users with specific learning disabilities. So what we can do is we can turn off all these animations and background images, and the user now can focus more on the content on which he is working. He will not be distracted with animations and graphics. So for that, what we can do is we can open settings. So click here, settings. The setting window will appear, and from that we will open ease of access. So we will see this ease of access here on your computer. It might be at here or here, anywhere else. So it's ease of access. Click on here. You can see a number of options gets displayed here. So what we need to do is, if we need to switch off all these background animations and images, we click on display. By default it is already selected, and come to this portion. This portion contains all the options. This is the basic option for closing all. See, show animations in Windows, show transparency in Windows, automatically hide scroll bars on Windows, show desktop background images. So what we need to do is, the person who has special kind of disability, he may switch off all these. When he switch off all these, the animations will be switched off, transparencies will be switched off, this scroll bar will not hide automatically, background images will be switched off. So he will be having lot more ease in focusing on the content, and these animations, the background will not distract him. So the next feature is for vision. If a person has problem with his vision, either he is completely blind or he can see very less, so for them a very useful tool is here. For that, we can come to narrator, click on it. All the options related to narrator comes up here, and we can see a button is here, on off button is here. As you switch it on, narrator will open, and what this narrator will do, this narrator will dictate out all the options and the text present on the screen. Whatever buttons are present, whatever options are present, whatever texts are present on the screen, this narrator will dictate everything loud and clear. So person who have problem with disability, they may scroll the mouse over the screen, and wherever the mouse pointer goes, it will read it. So the person with vision problem can use this feature in order to make the text in audio format. All the content which are printed on the screen, the person can hear it, listen it. The next feature is for hearing impairments. Some persons are there who are not able to listen to low volumes. So for them, there is a tool through which they can increase the volume of the system, and that is, for that they have to come to audio. Click on audio, and here you can see the volume of system comes up. You can increase or decrease the volume, means you can adjust, the person can adjust the volume to that extent when he is able to hear the audio properly. The next tool is closed captions. It is present just below audio, closed caption. See, it is used to make the audio convert into text. If a person is listening a audio or he is watching a video and he is not able to listen properly, so he can use closed caption to make the audio converted into text and printed on the screen. A number of options are here through which they can change the setting of the text, and the dialogues or the sound will be converted back into text and printed on the screen. The next accessibility feature is for those persons who have mobility problem, means they are not able to use their hand or arm properly. For them, a special tool is there, and the very first tool is keyboard. For those persons, we can come to keyboard, click on keyboard. We will be seeing a number of options appears here. We can see sticky keys is there, check, toggle key is there, filter key is there. So if we talk about sticky key, it is used for those persons who cannot press two keys at a single time. This sticky key will help the person to press both the keys at a single time. What it does is, as we switch this sticky key on, and if a person presses Control key, Alt key or any other key, that key remains on till the time the person presses the second key. Say for example, the person wants to press Control A and he cannot press both the key with their hand, so he will switch on the sticky key, he will press Control one time, the control remains on, and when he presses the other key, either A or any other key, then only that key will turn off, means now Control A action will be completed. So he can use sticky key. The next key is toggle key. See, toggle key mainly refers to caps lock key, num lock key and scroll lock key. What it does is, as we turn off or on a toggle key, Windows 10 will create a tone, and that tone will make the person understand key now that key is active. Normally when we press a key, we do not hear a tone and we sometimes get confused whether that key is on or off. So when we switch on this toggle key and when we press either caps lock key or arrow keys or num lock key, any of these key, a sound, a tone comes up. So this is the work of toggle key. And the next is filter key. This filter key enables the user to change the repetitive mode of any key from the keyboard. Like for example, if we keep on pressing a key, so that Windows 10 will ignore it. Repetitive pressing of the same key, that too will be ignored by Windows 10. So this is the work of filter key. So we can see that the person who cannot use keyboard properly, for them these tools can certainly help. The next thing is, if a person cannot use mouse properly, for them some options are there which he can do using mouse. So click on mouse, a number of options gets displayed. We can see, we can change the color of pointer, so we can make it this, or we can make it this, whichever color you want. And even we can change the size of cursor, means this pointer, so this becomes big, quite big, and we can make it small, this much. So this is how we can change the settings of mouse if a person has problem in using a mouse normally as we use. The next feature is speech. The next is text to speech, means the person who has speech impairment. So if a person who is not able to type properly through keyboard, what he can do is he can use some tools through which he can convert his text into speech, and that we can do using speech option. Here is speech, click on it, and we can click on turn on speech recognition. If you turn it on, what this option will do is it will convert your speech into text. A number of places are there where person used to type, say for example he is there, he wants to message somebody, he needs to create something but he's not able to type properly, so he can use this option, he can switch it on, and now whenever he will speak, his words, spoken words, will be converted into text. So this is the work of speech option. So we can see a number of accessibility options are there which Windows 10 provide, which help the person with physical disabilities and to make them work